Hello again, everyone. Edwin Leonard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Neptune square or opposition midheaven in a natal chart. Now, some of you may remember when I first started my YouTube astrology channel, I did a series on the aspects in a natal chart. They're a little bit concise. Some people may have referred to them as snappy, so what I decided to do is make another series on them in which the videos would be a little bit longer and more descriptive. So anyway, first thing up is if you have Neptune square or opposite the midheaven in a natal chart, one way it may manifest is that there may be difficulty finding inspiration and idealism, which is Neptune, for career-related matters, which is the midheaven. Now, let's say if you have the midheaven in Taurus as an example, career-related matters may be pursued in a very, persistent, patient, persevering, even deliberate, methodical, and plotting manner. It may involve something associated with geology, carpet laying, architecture, agriculture, farming, banking, finance, art, or music as some examples. Now, also, too, these aspects can also indicate there could be difficulty and trouble in terms of balancing activities associated with those that are less fortunate than yourself, which is Neptune, and the dominant parent, which is often the father, in being the midheaven. Now, and one, could clash with the other. It could be where activities, with those that are, less fortunate than yourself, may conflict with things you want to do with the dominant parent, or could be the other way around. Activities with the dominant parent may conflict and clash with matters that are, with those that are less fortunate than yourself. And the thing is, and it could be Neptune-related people in general, whether it's people in less fortunate situations or people in poetry, dancing. It could be those that are, former, could be former prisoners, people, that could be prominent, it could be those even dealing with those that might not even be your true friends, hidden adversaries, because that's what Neptune is connected with. And the thing about this is, let's say if the midheaven, is in Gemini as an example, the dominant parent, again, which is often the father, may actually be a Gemini sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the characteristics of the sign. It could be those, that are mercurial, contradictory, loquacious, dexterous, versatile, articulate, clever, shrewd, and could also be people that are overly talkative, and ones that may have a proclivity to gossip as well. And also the same can apply for matters connected with relaxation and sleeping, which is Neptune, and career-related endeavors, which is the midheaven. There may be difficulty in terms of balancing those activities. One may clash or conflict with the other. It could be that matters pertaining to relaxation, sleeping, may clash with, career-related ambitions, and it could be the other way around, where you may be so devoted, to your career-related ambitions to the expense to where, you could be, you're not really giving yourself the time to relax and sleep. Now, if the midheaven is in the zodiac sign Cancer, as an example, career-related matters, may be flavored with a lot of dedication, devotion, tenacity, emotion, and care. It could be doing something Cancerian-related, whether it may be home remodeling, renovation, roofing, remodeling, real estate, cooking, culinary, restaurant work. It could be work that involves a laundry or plumbing business, as some examples. And also, too, there may be a difficulty often in terms of sacrificing, which is Neptune, for the dominant parent, authority figures, and older people, which is the midheaven. Now, It could be where, if Neptune is in Aquarius, as an example, there may be a lot of, sacrificing, maybe flavored with more altruism, selflessness. It could be, doing something related with computers or electronics, such as computer or electronic repair. It may be something associated with astrology, or astronomy, as some examples. And also to expressing, altruism, compassion, forgiveness, and sacrifice, which is Neptune, may, not be overly beneficial in terms of your reputation and public image, which is Midheaven. Doesn't mean that you should express those qualities, but, if those qualities, being expressed may not, it's not something that's going to be there in terms of your, enhancing the reputation and public image, which, could mean that it's not something that's going to, as far as, recognition goes, it's not going to be, connected. It may often not be connected with that. It's not where, again, the Midheaven being the reputation, public image, it's not like it's going to be, likely be enhanced by those qualities, is what I'm saying. And now, if the, let's say, if the Midheaven, going to Aquarius as an example, and now if the Midheaven is an Aquarius, there may be a reputation already to some degree for being, altruistic, selfless, considerate, unobtrusive, but may also be, innovative as well, and non-conforming and unorthodox and even rebellious, as an example. Now, another way that these aspects may manifest and pan out in the natal chart is that Neptune-related people may not be, overly advantageous to the success you may attain, which is the Midheaven. Now, Neptune-related people covers a number of persons, whether it's those that are in most fortunate situations, it could be those that were formerly, imprisoned, it could be people involved in poetry, dancing, photography, chemistry, spirituality, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. If the Midheaven is in Capricorn, as an example, the success one may attain may be connected with politics, the government, business, architecture, construction, information technology, dentistry, or accounting, as some examples. Now, also, too, these aspects may indicate, being unrealistic, which is Neptune, in matters that are connected with social status and stature in life, which is the Midheaven. Now, let's say if the Midheaven is in Aries, one may attempt to attain greater social status and stature in life, and very aggressively, by being assertive. There may be impatience connected with this. Maybe doing something Aries related, whether it's something associated with the military, or something connected with physiology, speech pathology, leadership, management, a field or some profession that involves the head. Whether it could be head or helmet design, arson investigation, as some examples. Also, too, the dominant parent, older people, and authority figures, which is the Midheaven, may not be auspicious in terms of the attainment of your dreams and fantasies, which is Neptune. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily detrimental in those matters, but they just might not be overly helpful in them. Now, if Neptune, say, is in Sagittarius, as an example, dreams and fantasies may be tied in with publishing or advertising, printing press operations, sports, the outdoors, foreign travel, college teaching, or translation, as some examples. Now, also, too, there may be trouble in terms of responsibilities, which is the Midheaven, for those less fortunate than yourself, which is Neptune. If the if the Midheaven, say, is in Capricorn, as an example, those responsibilities may be done, handled with more seriousness, concentration, structure, discipline, consistency. As an example, also two superiors, which is midheaven, may see you, often as it could be lethargic or lazy even, or elusive, which is Neptune. It doesn't mean that's always the case, but the perception, from, your superiors, bosses, authority figures, which is the midheaven, may see you as that at times, but let's say if the midheaven is in Leo as an example, one or more supervisors or superiors may actually be a Leo sun, moon, or ascendant person, or simply embody the traits of the sign. It could be those that are domineering, authoritative, fiery, loud and boisterous. It could be those that are charismatic, at the same time can also be generous and magnanimous as well. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Leonard saying, stay well.